question, and the next question is in the name of Assembly Member Evans. It's question number 960, and it's headed the IPCC investigation.
Thanks very much, Roger. This relates to the Sapphire unit, I believe. This is a very serious business, and I think we were all shocked to see what had apparently happened in Southwark. And, of course, the Met is. We've had extensive conversations about this, and the Met is taking and has taken steps to make sure that no such approach is ever followed in future, and indeed to establish that no such approach has been taken in other parts of London. I don't want to see people discouraged from reporting rape or any other crime of sexual or domestic violence. I want to see people feeling confident to report it, and that's why we put in the expansion of the rape crisis centres, a fourfold expansion, and why we instituted with KIT's help, we instituted the first comprehensive strategy for violence against women and girls. And this is something I've raised repeatedly with the Commissioner, and I know that he takes it very seriously indeed.
Thank you for that robust response, Mr. Mayor. Can you take this opportunity to reassure Londoners, particularly women in London, that supervision is now in place to ensure that claims of rape are dealt with properly by the Met Police, and that reporting of rape is encouraged? Absolutely.
And I think that this was something that the IPCC spotted in relating to Southwark in 2008-9, and I think there was a great deal of shock amongst the management board of the Met about what had been going on. And we want to make sure that nothing like this happens again, that it is absolutely vital. And the result will be, it may very well be, that we see an increase in reporting of this type of crime. But I'd much rather see that. I'd much rather see a red panel in my indicators, of an indicator going in the wrong way, than people being discouraged from reporting this type of crime. It's absolutely vital that people have the confidence to do it. I don't want to see people being asked to think again about their allegation. I want these allegations properly investigated.
Good. I wonder if MOPAC have considered the wider implications with respect to other crimes in London. I know that my colleagues Victoria Borwick and Tony Arbour have done pieces of work with their local police over the last couple of years, which have indicated that there have been quite a lot of crimes involving thefts which have been effectively screened out when the complainants decided, after discussion with the police, that in fact no crime had taken place, and that the targeting culture was actually encouraging no crimes to be declared in order to keep the crime rate down. Is that something which you will ask MOPAC to audit on a per-borough basis, so that they can actually see if there are any discrepancies?
Yes, we will look at that. I mean, there are two types of crime. There are only two types of crime at the moment that are moving in the wrong direction. Broadly speaking, I think over the last year, crime overall in the key crimes came down by about 5% and a bit, just in one year. But the two types of crime of the 20 or so that you might look at on the list that are going in the wrong direction are one, domestic violence, rape and crimes and sexual violence. Those are going in the wrong direction, and that is why this discussion is so important, and that's why it's absolutely vital that the police take these allegations seriously. The other one is theft from the person, and we are looking at the causes of that. We had a good discussion in the recent MOPAC Challenge session about that with the Commissioner, because there is a question about mobile phones and the market in mobile phones and certain brands of mobile phone. and we are trying to address this. We're trying to make sure that mobile phone companies understand their obligations to make sure that their phones can't be traded and therefore represent a negotiable asset for people who steal them. It is also, I think, a consideration to get to your point about underreporting of theft. It may be that in some cases there are thefts that are not thefts, if you see what I mean, and we may want to look at that as well. I mean, there may be two sides to that particular equation.
Would MOPAC be willing to help us to make our own minds up about this by publishing the number of crimes which are effectively declared as no crimes per London Borough, so that the committee and members of the public can see if any borough is particularly out of line with
it seems like a reasonable idea, Roger. I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't do that. I mean, that seems like a reasonable idea. But I'm certainly willing to look at that.